Alright folks, welcome back to Are We There Yet? The Journeyman save continues. We're with Clyde. It's playoff final. I was going to say playoff final day. I mean, it is day, but it's half a day, isn't it? Because it's first leg territory. Yeah, I was just having a quick look at the job situation elsewhere. If we just take a look at the old job centre, you can see there's some interesting jobs. Cracovia in the top Polish league. Cluj, of course, in Romania. Probably jobs that we a little bit underqualified for at this stage. Yeah, there's not really anything there that we're going to get that would really advance us. I think people have made the comments that this is probably where we're at in terms of this is a big-ish club. You know, we've got an established side, certainly a decent sized stadium at the Broadwood, so it makes sense to stick around here as long as we feel like we're progressing. I feel like we're progressing. I think we're in a stronger position now than we probably were at the start of the season, purely because I just know who some of the players are. So that's all well and good. We'll get into the playoffs then. Stirling Albion, never an easy game. I'll see a pitch side in just a moment. So there are your teams then. It's the typical side that we're going to play at this stage, to be honest. Sandy McCluskey continues up front, Davy Goodwillie on the left, Flynn, Ferguson, Barry, Struan, MacArthur, Stuart McNiff. Home is in central defence because of Bradley's injury, unfortunately. Duffy and Curry in goal. Stirling's team is, this is the fifth. I've said it before, in Scottish football, you seem to play teams a lot, just because of the way the leagues are set up. I don't really recognise any of the players even now, so apologies, they'll probably beat us now. The important thing is that we've got that second leg at home. If we can stay in the tie, you know, we've always got a chance, regardless of what happens here. Even if we lose by 1-2 goals, it's not the end of the world. I mean, it's not what we want, but it's not the end of the world. Here we go then. So we're in the white, they're in the red. We're playing away. Let's hope we can hold them back and get something to build on back at the Broadwood. Broadwood. You just see about 20 minutes in now. I mean, we haven't seen a chance, but you can see their conditioning levels. They're way below what you'd want. Hopefully that'll pay in, because they're not going to be able to sub off every player in half an hour. They've already got a few players actually down into low 60s. So if that can only be a positive as far as I'm concerned for us. As boring as this half has actually been. 45 minutes played. Not a single worthwhile, noteworthy chance, apparently, which is fine. That was bad, wasn't it? That was probably the worst moment of the half for us. We'll see if we can G him up a little bit. Mixed reaction, you'd say. That's as positive as you're going to get there. And we'll get underway for the second half. And if it ends up like this, here we go. There is a chance. McCracken building from the back here. Stirling. McDonald goes. It's that long diagonal ball that we always seem to struggle with. Kavanagh puts it straight into Curry's hands, and thankfully that's it. Oh, and it's free flowing now. He's Riley on the edge of the penalty area. I don't know why he was so unmarked, and Curry has to turn it behind for a corner. And it'll be Stirling's. It's the first corner we've seen. It's crossed in. I think hopefully it's just a highlight after a decent chance, and a cross towards the back post goes nowhere. Whew. So after 45 minutes of absolute nothing, Stirling will come out with a point to prove. Although, as I say, they're bringing on players to replace the tired. I mean, they've got players on 50s now, and here we go. McNiff will take this free kick. He gives it to Goodwillie. He always seems to try too much and then deliver a pass behind the fullback. I don't know. Barry finds Ferguson. Gives it to Barry. Finds Flynn. Finds McCluskey. Sandy to Stewart, and it's a decent save. It's had to be made by Fodden, and that's not bad on the hour mark. It's 0-0, and we're starting to prove why we're here. Goodwillie takes the corner. Holmes arriving and does head the ball down, but the goalkeeper, Foden, is there to claim. And nothing happening here. Now, McNiff over another free kick now. Goes towards the back post. Goodwillie picks up the reverse ball. And we lose out there. And here's Little. He's got a lot of players to beat. But he's doing well because he's delayed the pass. And now he can cross. And Cameron finds McNiff, does he? No. Well, he didn't find him, did he? But Caddis loses out. And maybe we can spring a counter. Here's Sandy. Where you going, Sandy? Gives it to McNiff. That's a good ball out to Ferguson. He's got all the space on the right side. A lot to do now. Crosses. McCluskey's there. Sandy McCluskey with the goal at the near post. A wonderful cross in by Ferguson. And Clyde have an away goal, I was going to say. Oh, what the... Where's my replay? Hello? I mean, we've got them turned on. What? Yeah, I mean, we're sure it's a cracking goal. We didn't get to see a replay. Long ball over the top, Cameron in behind, and Blair's there again. Curry is quite a good goalkeeper, you'd have to say. Oh, and they're back in again. I thought that was it. McDonald picks it up. McNeil, this game's come alive all of a sudden, and still remains 1-0. And I think tiredness is starting to play a factor probably for both sides, us thankfully to a far lesser extent. I think what we'll do is we'll get Barry off, shall we? No, I mean he's really quite good. Daknovitz is Shemislav. Thank you very much to the scribe who pointed that out. And we're going to bring him on because Matt Flynn is not doing very well. Just about 7 minutes or 8 minutes to go. Ooh, we're tired now. I think we'll get Breslin on. I mean, Holmes actually had a decent game despite my lambasting of his ineptitudes. I think we'll take Goodwillie off for Burbage because we haven't seen much of Burbage since we started playing well. That's because he's not very good. Late throw in Burbage, that's why. Burbage loses out and Dixon can find McDonald left side. He can find the ball. Can he? No, McNeil will find the ball and it's a tap in for Cameron. Pretty poor. I don't know why the game still says goal Sandy McCluskey. I mean, he has scored, but to keep that at the top of the screen is a little bit odd. And it becomes 1-1. I think on the balance of play, they probably deserve that. And it really does keep... It's what we wanted, is an even... a chance, really, in that second leg to beat Stirling and go up promoted. So, yeah, I think we can be quite pleased. Yeah, it's, it's positives there. Great results. And, David Goodwillie seemed to lose focus. I mean, he's a Burke, isn't he? I mean, why would you lose focus on being told that we were underdogs, which we were? Yeah, I don't want to discuss that. So, second leg, 4 days. We'll get the players rested, which is something that Stirling hopefully won't do, and they'll come into the game with an academy side, and we can take them apart. I'll see you again pitch side in just a minute at the Broadwood. Right, here we are then, game day at the Broadwood. 1-1 from that first leg, as you know. Stirling and Albion, the team, they've changed shape, interestingly, for this second leg. Again, I wish I knew some of the players were. The only one I remember is Foden, because he made a couple of good saves against us in the last game. And the guy who scored, I don't think he's out there. He must be on the bench. Yeah, Cameron. And our team is unchanged. We stick with the team that beat them last time out. Hopefully, they're knackered. Because we aren't. We're quite fresh and happy days. So let's get that done. Bit of a chat with the team. Fingers crossed we can get promoted in the first game. Don't want to ask me loads of questions at the end, shall we? That's good. Right, team's coming out then at the Broadwood. Let's see what we can do. And hopefully we find our way into the Scottish League One. And that'll give us some performance points. Ooh, yes. A few tired players in there, aren't there? Maybe it's a change of formation out of necessity. But it's, I don't know if I should have probably checked if away goals count, but inside 10 minutes, Craig McCracken puts a free kick beyond Curry, and I don't know, where's my replays? I mean, I don't want a replay of that. I'd have turned it off, but I mean, I've got replays on. Am I missing something obvious? Right, we need to have a shout at this team to tell them to get a bit more, into the game, because we're half an hour in, we haven't had a shot. We're playing on our attacking system, if you like, our Homer system, Homer Simpson. And finally we have a chance. Flynn's corner, Bowers heads away. Here's Ferguson now to recycle. Goes to McNiff, finds Goodwillie. Barry gives us the goal. He's not scored, man. For some reason, I don't know if it's an update problem, but you can see there Craig McCracken is still the info bar goal, despite things, and we're not getting replays. I need to check what's going on. I'm going to have to investigate this off cam. It's Sandy, though. Straight from the kick-off is Goodwillie. Finds Sandy McCluskey. Surely, yes! Sandy McCluskey on 40 minutes. The game has flipped right on its head, and in the space of 2 minutes, we have a 3-2 lead on aggregate. It's on a knife edge, isn't it? But it is on the edge of our... The knife is in our favour. We're holding the knife, not the blade. What a weird analogy. Maybe we'll end up at Chef U. That's a decent strike over the bar. And it's annoying me that it's keeping that goal from McCracken at the top. Half time then, things could be going better, I suppose, if they hadn't scored that free kick. But I suppose at least it was a free kick. They didn't break through us in normal play. And we scored 2 decent goals. And 45 minutes to secure a place. Well, I think was quite an unlikely promotion. I must admit, really, we should have been winning the league. I think when I did have a quick cycle through, and I've sort of kept this to myself, we were the only professional team in League Two. So, is it a bit of an underachievement to only secure 3rd place? We did have a struggle with the system, let's be honest. Matt Flynn's having a pretty shocking few games. 6.2, 6.3. We'll get him off of Shemislav. I know the name. Datnovitz comes on, and hopefully he can just keep the ball moving for us and get Sandy in. I mean, he's scored a few goals now. Not now. What's this? Not a penalty, sure. Go on, Sandy, chase that, even though you've got no chance. I'm a bit nervous because the play's continuing. Crossed, surely there. Blair tips over the crossbar. Bowers crossing deep. It will be a corner. Hopefully nothing comes of it. McCracken, the man who you can see he scored, apparently. Keeps scoring that info bar. I mean, if Sky Sports had that on their Saturday and they just had 1 goal up there, the first goal in every game, I don't think people would watch. Do you? 10 minutes to play, and it's Stirling with a throw-in inside their own half, but Cameron wins it. Cameron, the man in the... Oh, I thought that had gone through the net. Oh, that was close. All of a sudden, I feel tight-chested. Just a few minutes to hold on. Please hold on. Come on. Oh, no, not now. I'd rather no highlight at all, but Datnovitz is under it. He doesn't get there. Good Willie. Get it out left, son. Ferguson will pick it up. Cross. Barry. What are you doing, Bazza? Here's McNiff. MacArthur. To Barry. Goes to Datnovitz, who loses... Oh, it's a mess. Win that. Home heads back in. Datnovitz, well done, son. Barry finds Sandy. That's it. Good ball. Come on, David. David Goodwillie secures promotion for Clyde. It had to be. David Goodwillie, probably his last performance with the club, unless he's happy to now sign a new contract in League One. Probably not. And we secure promotion, surely. We knock out Stirling, the early pace setters, as we were chasing them down constantly in the early part of the season. I didn't think we'd ever catch them. All be told, we didn't, because they finished second. But we are going to be promoted ahead of them as we win this game 3-1 and secure the tie on 4-2, I think. Is Duffy. McCluskey's under it, he doesn't get there. But who cares? That'll go out for a throw-in for Clyde, and that should be the game. It is the game. It's full time. And somehow... Oh, there it is. Have we got a trophy, or are we just on a podium? I can't see any kind of silverware going on there. We're just sort of dancing on a podium, which is fair enough. There's no trophy. Oh, there is a trophy. It was just the same colour as the shirts. My apologies. I've done them with this. Oh no, I am carrying the trophy. First piece of silverware, I suppose, in our career in this Journeyman. That's fantastic stuff. I'm very pleased with that. That should hopefully boost our stats as well, boost our reputation. Maybe we can get a bigger job eventually. Brilliant, excellent, delighted. One in this. I do think that means we're promoted. It does mean we're promoted. I had a horrible feeling there that we were going to play another playoff against someone from League One, but no, we are promoted to League One. You can tell that I'm delighted. The initial budgets are in. They've been very generous with the transfer budget. We'll spend that wisely, of course. You can see it on screen. You're as delighted as I am. Excellent. All right. Well, I think what we'll do is we'll return to see where we are in the early stages of pre-season, when all the euphoria and all the bus tours are out of the way. We'll see what we can do, if there's any kind of change in job, maybe. Do let me know in the comments what you think. Is it the best option to stay at Clyde, especially since we're going to be playing in League One, or is it now a job that would just be too hard with the financial constraints and will only see us damage our reputation by being relegated? Let me know what you think. Do pop a like on the video and subscribe if you haven't already. It really is great to have as many subscribers joining the party for this journey as we can. I'll see you again on the next video. Goodbye.